Fight fans, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! Anthony Joshua! Andy, the Destroyer! Ruiz!
Muy long, God bless you. Le di la instrucción en el camerino. Vamos a la pelea y pegámonos fuerte.
There is no outcome you could suggest that I would find implausible.
Here we go, round number one. But it's going to have to be here tonight to take his titles back from Ruiz. A dangerous man at close range. Joshua says, hey, I'm 6'6", 6'7". I need to engage at my benefit.
You know, both these fighters said during the build-up they want to control the center of the ring. That's where they want to call home. We'll see who can do it.
I mean, he is full 11 pounds lighter. And he was already in tremendous physical condition, but he needs to box.
Has shaved a lot of that weight off.
Right hand from Joshua, that landed.
Joshua said he was going to try to keep this fight.
Final minute of round number one, and Anthony Joshua, true to his word, is boxing, but it has to play itself out in the ring. Ruiz tries a right hand, and he eats a right hand from Joshua. Oh, and that's cut him as well.
And let's see if Joshua remains composed. He already cut Ruiz with the first right hand, but he has to stay disciplined.
He doesn't seem to be as aggressive here, and Joshua is able to control things at range in round three back in New York City.
Joshua boxing nicely, subtle foot feints. He has.
Yeah, Ruiz will make you pay if you lose that discipline, even for a second.
This in Ruiz's corner. Manny Robles told us, yes, the first half of the round, expect Joshua to look good, but can he?
He's always advancing, very game.
Was finding the range, and right now, Ruiz is finding the range.
And Joshua there with
that jab that we saw in the first fight.
This is much more of what you would think would be the amateur British
to it, because if you put power behind jabs and you miss, you fall off balance, and that's when you get trapped by Andy Ruiz's faster hands.
And that Joshua cut, just from the eyeball test here, looks like it's in a worse spot than Andy Ruiz's.
At range so far against the champion Andy Ruiz. Ruiz now gets him on the ropes.
I would love to see Joshua throw jabs to the torso of Ruiz, to the stomach.
Keep your hands up, okay? Don't look for nothing big. You're walking to the right hand.
Let's try to see exactly where that cut was. Oh, it's a hard jab from Ruiz. But that was over to the other side of his face, I believe. Round three, clash on the dunes. There's tension, there's drama, and there are tactics in the ring as well.
Joshua with the feint.
You see the stats right there from CompuBox. Joshua outlanding Ruiz 19-8. Can Anthony Joshua do this all night long? You can see that Ruiz is still a dangerous man. Square Garden, Ruiz is a dangerous man, even at this weight.
He's actually chasing Joshua down.
You know, one of the things as much as he can.
Ruiz tries the right hand to the body.
At bay. And the only way that the smaller, shorter Ruiz is going to close that is by double.
It's Marvin Hagler when they fought for the middleweight title back in the 80s. You want more space to dance and move if you're the boxer. First three rounds are a boxing clinic by the Brit.
And there you see Joshua just using that jab as
Saudi Arabia now welcomes in the biggest sporting event. Again, this is a legacy fight, mostly for Anthony Joshua, because he submitted it.
And he just concentrated on boxing, and that's why he's looking so nice right now. Boxing, moving around the ring, used by Anthony Joshua. And right now, Andy Ruiz, he's trying to close the distance with no jab.
For Ruiz, where he's very, very dangerous. Good jab by Ruiz.
Throw the jab, maintain the distance, but make it quick. Use the feint in order to cut the distance and then go for the jugular. Back to you.
Joshua landing with the hook, showing a good repertoire, but he's been patient. Again, it's difficult to be patient round after round. When are you going to start winning this fight? And then when he found the time was right, he put Kovalev away. Another good jab from Joshua. Floyd at once. Take your time. Joshua starts to up the ante. He goes back to moving. Ruiz is always dangerous. Chopping right hand by Ruiz. And on the clinch, he keeps punching.
I love that by Andy Ruiz. Punching in the clinch. Let the referee separate you.
And Sergio, that is a very dangerous right hand from Ruiz behind the ear of Anthony Joshua, given what we saw
Of him getting hurt from the last fight. And those chopping right hands on the inside will do it.
taking command, and Chris Mannix has given all 4 rounds so far to the challenger, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I thought Andy Ruiz struggling to find his range.
And you can see the blood already on Ruiz, but obviously the danger is there.
It takes a lot. And right now, it takes a lot for what Anthony Joshua is doing. He's boxing, staying disciplined. On the inside,
Can you just work on clinching and training, Sergio, and make it work?
yes, you can do that. You have to do that against a fighter like me.
So far, he has. And so far, he has shown, and that is a beautiful jab again by Joshua. He looks at least.
It's that everything is above the neck. He's not targeting the body of Andy Ruiz.
Second half of the fight, because right now, Ruiz throws over the shot, over punches really well, especially with speed and timing.
Long, strong jab by Anthony Joshua. And when he feels the confidence, he'll wing a hook to be able to box like this the whole night. So far, Anthony Joshua has done so.
You would think that a jab can be devastating, but look at the face of Andy Ruiz.
But he has been kept at bay.
Still, if you contrast what we saw about a month ago at Andy Ruiz, he's getting through.
Oh, and it's a hard jab, too. Kovalev was just popping out a light jab on Canelo.
Anthony Joshua's throwing.
Good hard hook by Ruiz. And all right, you can see him getting fired up, but maybe that's not the best idea. You can do that the rest of the night. The titles are his again.
I didn't think
That we never had time to train him as a classic amateur. Never had to, move and stick.
that I wasn't agreeing with Chris Mannix saying that they needed to change trainers. Robert McCracken knows his man.
Anthony Joshua seemingly winning every round in a beautiful hook. Snaps the head of Andy Ruiz. But you wonder if Ruiz has the conditioning to get his feet in position to land something.
Andy Robles and Andy Ruiz's trainer need a plan B right now.
Well, what's plan B?
But that's not what they train for, Andy, with the faster punches. He doesn't look like the faster, stronger fighter, but he is.
Otherwise, Ruiz can keep throwing. Final seconds of round 6, all Anthony Joshua. At a certain point, they have to realize we've lost, if not every round, most every round. Something must change.
If you're Andy Ruiz, I think at some point soon, you got to let your hands go.
And the big question was, can Anthony Joshua fight at long distance?
The answer is yes.
Well, he fought a good hook by Joshua. He fought small, though, here tonight. He looks to clinch. Ruiz will have none of it. Real-time odds from MGM Resorts. And now
I wondered whether Anthony Joshua could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
just there with the right hand.
Oof, he just missed with that right hand.
That's 6 months ago. So he should be, or you would figure, wounded man in front of you, you see the face puffing up on Ruiz, to throw something like that. Get in close and train. Well within his rights to try to throw when he's getting clinched.
Notice Joshua pounding his chest, just full of confidence.
And beautiful right by Joshua, and trading with the hook. That was dangerous. Joshua
and smothering. As soon as Ruiz wanted to let go of his punches, smothered and extinguished that. And it could all change with one punch of Andy Ruiz.
So when Anthony Joshua catches their eye during a clinch, they're all standing up to offer their own advice.
Chris Mannix going to Anthony Joshua. We concur. Sergio, I don't mean to speak for you, but
Kraken is sure that this is the fight plan necessary. This was the fight. Shorten him. Just do not let him out. But stay tall and stay long.
Thank you. Well, that's what we heard, especially in the one-night documentary that we have on DAZN. I mean, he was spacey. He walked in just looking around like he was the king, and he found that 6th round back in the first fight. Right hand by Ruiz.
Put Joshua with something of a cheap shot during a tie-up or a clinch, and Joshua seems to be getting a little bit frustrated with it.
Oh, no, he is very frustrated in the ring. Lands the right hand to the body, and what I was going to say, Sergio, you're right. Ruiz was able to have success to the body, and that's a hard right hand off the hook by Ruiz. Here's Ruiz, big chances. Swats him with the right hand.
Exactly what he's been doing. Do not switch it, mix it up with the faster fighter.
Within his right, it's up to the referee, and that jab landed, and he blocked the hook. But every time he goes,
Ruiz doing the right thing too. He's not letting Joshua hold on anymore. He's pushing him.
It's not some one-punch wonder. This guy can fight on the inside. All Anthony Joshua, and there Chris Mannix, I think, reflecting the change in the fight.
Then doesn't really get in the middle of it. So you got to protect yourself at all times in those situations, because Ruiz,
or let him fight. Maybe it's because Ruiz is punching in between the shots that he doesn't want to get clipped by a punch.
Able to snap the head back with a jab. varying it now with the hook as well.
And I made a career not fighting in the Mexican style.
Ruiz again winging those shots.
Fighters, stick and move. Do not engage. Do not fight the Mexicans fight. Like moving around, sticking, not wanting to engage. It's very frustrating. Not only for Andy Ruiz, but for the fence.
In the ring.
Yeah, Joshua can't get lazy with those tie-ups. He's going to tie up Andy Ruiz to
Keep that fight and just hope that it might be one time where he can pop Joshua as he eats an uppercut.
But did not engage. He fell off balance and backed off again.
This is the discipline we were
Catching Andy Ruiz with big punches and letting him come to him. Back up, keep boxing, keep discipline.
where every time he throws that shot and is able to land on Joshua, I'm waiting for Joshua to go down or be hurt. Chris, given the early work by Joshua with the jab.
I thought he did well with the jab, but we didn't show a lot of those combinations.
Of Joshua, he's already timing the movement, so it'll be smart.
He sees something and his hands just move. He is able to, it's ability of Ruiz opening up the arsenal.
Ruiz is looking for a counter right hand over a lazy jab.
And the real-time odds you see from MGM, Anthony Joshua now a prohibitive favorite.
Let Anthony Joshua grow bravado, and bravado wasn't the word that he chose, but right now.
Ruiz fighting out of the clinch and really showing Sergio the championship pedigree so far.
That's what I want to see, some jabs to the chest and to the belly of Ruiz. You got to alternate it because you don't want to get Anthony Joshua was on his toes, sticking and moving.
We fought 10 here for the heavyweight championship, and he said, I had to confront my own friends. I had to go back to the gym. Has devoted himself and is in position to get his world championships back.
When you go up against an opponent with a granite,
you know, the Klitschko brothers were criticized for years for doing that, but he hasn't stunk the place out. Sergio, I'm going to have to take a point away next time. Round 11. It's not as if he's in there. There's another beautiful jab. Look, you can land jabs like that. Jabs 49-21 in favor of Anthony Joshua.
They fight off the jab extremely well.
Another jab, bouncing the head back.
Whoever was wondering if Joshua,
a champion with several of the belts, he has been able to change after adversity, after embarrassment. Andy Ruiz shaking his head as he comes out for the final round. Needs a knockout to stay heavyweight champ. Wide margin, wide gap for Chris Mannix on his score.
was losing every round with Maldrick Taylor, and he got clipped towards the end of the fight. Another one.
Right hand. He's in desperation mode. He has to be. To say bring it and stay in close. But maybe Joshua wants to do some damage here. It was a clean right hand from Anthony Joshua. That opened things up. And get a considerable points lead here, we believe.
By moving around.
One of the most improbable heavyweight champions in boxing history, along with Primo. He is losing his championship belts here tonight. He continues to chase Joshua, and it has shown up here tonight. Final 30 seconds. You know Ruiz isn't going to quit. Hard right hand comes up short for Ruiz. Ruiz says Joshua continues to dance, and Anthony Joshua with a resounding answer. Cut up, not beat up, but smacked around a little bit.
Last time out, they were yelling at each other in the ring about stuff that happened in the build-up to the fight.
The fighting pride of London, England, Anthony Joshua.
By a very game challenger, and he has regained.
Anthony Joshua.
Yes, sir.
It's how you come back from defeat that defines you. You're a two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Please tell us how you're feeling right now.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank God. I want to say Bismillah. And then, next, I want to say, man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
Talk us through the game plan, talk us through the fight, and how you carried it out.
A man like me don't make no excuses. My boy Chisora said I can win this if I'm ready to DIE. And look, this is about boxing. I'm used to knocking guys out, you know what I'm saying? But last time I realized, hang on a minute, I hurt the man and I got caught coming in and I gave the man his credit. There was no excuses, right? But I said to myself, I'm gonna correct myself and come again. I respect Andy and his family, his trainers so much. I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport is about hitting and not getting hit.
Physically, we can see the difference, lighter, faster, but mentally, was there a difference, a change in mentality as well?
Never a change in mentality. You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. And I just want to say thank you to Andrew Ruiz and his family. I want to say thank you to everyone in Saudi Arabia. I want to say thank you to all the traveling fans, all of my supporters, and I want to say thank you to God and thank you to Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn, all my team. Respect to Tom Hall, my mentor, Matram, Rob McCracken, Angel, Joby, Jamie, Chris, Gatman, Mark Ellison, Mike Loosemore, Rob Madden, man, Seltz, Henry, 258 Management. I don't know what to say. I can just keep on going on. Soapbox London, Sky Sports, The Zone, and everyone in this building, let's go!
How difficult is it to keep a cool head when someone like Andy Ruiz is marching you down over 12 rounds?
It's all about preparation. As I said, one day when I release a book, I'll talk through my career. Listen, careers are all about experience. There's no losing, there's no winning. It's just about creating great memories in this game that we all love. I took my L and I bounced back. Anyone can do it. Life is a roller coaster. What do you want me to do? Give up? I hear certain man saying, oh, I should retire, I should retire. Come on, man. We love this sport. Andy, are you ready to retire? Are you ready to retire? Exactly, he's a warrior.
Energy, baby. I want
to go again.
Fight.
Please respect us. This is what we love to do. I respect Andy.
Who wants to see the third fight?
So let's ask that question. It's 1-1. Let's talk about the future. Would you do it again?
Without a doubt. Listen, if you heard, we're going to do it a third.